Now, look, I know y'all want my thoughts on what Jerry and Steven was doing today in the media, but we got to get to the actual football first because we prioritize that on this channel, man. Football is really starting to begin, ladies and gentlemen, as the first padded practice for the Dallas Cowboys is officially in the books. And I must say, there were some surprising top performers today. Let's get into it as, hey, man, some names that y'all not expecting to hear, you about to hear. Be sure to subscribe for now and for the video we're going to have a little bit later discussing Jerry Jones with the whole Micah Parsons situation. Them boys is petty. Man, shut your up. All right, well, I'll jump right into it with some good stuff here. Brian Schottenheimer, when asked about tight end Jake Ferguson getting his contract extension signed, there are a number of guys we're trying to get done. So the Cowboys are actively trying to get some guys done early because really the only guy that they need to get done this offseason, honestly, is Micah Parsons. But they're trying to get guys done early, and anybody that's probably like a top 10-ish type of contract, they're going to get done early. Brandon Aubrey, they're going to get done early because kickers aren't going to make like an absorbent amount of money or anything. But I highly expect maybe even like a Deone Bland or a Tyler Smith to get their contracts done, especially if Deone Bland is willing to, take a little bit off the top. Now, I think the Cowboys, they have established a sound track record at this point. We pretty much know what to expect. If it's a top of the market contract, they're going to dilly-dally and do the whole media game thing. If it's a somewhat above average but still kind of middle of the road contract, like a top 5 to top 10 type of contract, somewhere that falls in between there, they're going to get it done generally early. So there's a little bit of levity happening here with how they do business, and we have a little bit more understanding as to how they do business as they continue to establish a consistent track record. This is more of the same. When Dak Prescott was waiting on his contract, they had some smaller guys get their deals done in between as well. Not last offseason, but the last time he got his contract done, right? So the Cowboys do this, especially when they're trying to have a contract standoff, especially when they don't agree on something. They're like, all right, screw it. We're going to get some other guys done first. And they could be also doing these things so that way they can free up however much Micah's trying to ask for right now. So I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to clear the lane a little bit so they have a more clear picture of how much money they can really give Micah Parsons after keeping the guys that they actually want to keep and guys that are willing to negotiate now. So hopefully this is a prelude to the real big deal that we're waiting on, and honestly the last huge deal that we'll have to wait on the Cowboys to do, because I imagine Tyler Smith is going to get done pretty quickly because they don't have any high-dollar offensive linemen right now, so he's naturally going to fall into that place. Because remember, cap and how much they spend on these different positions is all about percentages, and right now I know they're spending well below the percentage that they have allotted for that offensive line right now. Let's get into the football, y'all, because there's some good stuff going on. Shout out to Vosh Lombardi, man. This is some really excellent trench work right here. I want you guys to take a look at the first top performer that I'm going to kind of showcase here, because Tyler Gayton had his hands full. He had to deal with a Sam Williams who was barking in the meetings, a Sam Williams who's been raring to go in those pads, and he actually held his own against several different guys. So I want to actually watch these videos with you guys because this is quite impressive here. All right, so let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. All right, so this is the first play I want you guys to pay attention to. Remember, Tyler Gayton is playing left tackle, so he's going to be the guy on the far right side from our angle, right? So he is going to be matched up against Sam Williams right here. Watch how he handles this. And this is something that Tyler Gayton used to struggle with. The power and guys with a combination of power and speed, that's something he usually struggles with. Watch first contact. He pushed him out the club. Sam Williams tried to come back around, and Tyler held his ground damn well and gave his quarterback plenty of time to get that ball out. I mean, nobody really even got close to him. So very good rep there for Tyler Gayton. Let's take a look at the next one real quick. Here we go. Again, this time he's kind of like in the middle of the screen right here where I got my mouse circling. Let's go ahead and press play. Now this time he is lined up against a Marshawn Nealon, so kind of a different type of edge, more of a power guy, was able to make him loop around and, again, kept his quarterback clean. I mean, he's playing physical right now. This is what you want to see from Tyler Gayton, is you want to see if he had a little bit more protein powder in his shake and if he was going to be playing a little bit more physical, and that's exactly what it looks like right here. Another good rep for Tyler Gayton. And then let's check out this one right here. And he's lined up on number 98 this time. This is going to be Solomon Thomas, the veteran. And, I mean, easy work, light work there for Tyler Gayton. So, again, he's continuing his strong stretch of play as well, right? I mean, he looks really good here. He's playing with great balance. He's good hand positioning right there. I mean, got him right under the armpits, essentially, right under the shoulder pads, like almost in the inside of the armpits. Can't go anywhere. As a grown man, somebody get you right there, you might as well wrap it up, bro. All right, next play. Kind of a somewhat of a harder angle, but Tyler Gayton is kind of in the middle of your screen right here. Again, going to be lined up on Sam Williams. Let's see how he handles that power and speed combination right here. Again, great. Hey, that was a great first kick to get that step out there, get in front of Sam. Again, Sam's one of those guys, he's going to come out here blazing. And that's a deep drop back. Looked like Tyler Gayton's trying to keep Sam Williams from getting inside. So that was a vertical set, and he did a really good job of getting where he needed to be while also keeping his balance so that way he can anchor down, keep his strength for the punch. So, I mean, Tyler Gayton looks good, bro. Really impressive showing for Tyler Gayton, again, is who's having a strong training camp so far. Now, that's not necessarily someone that we would be super surprised about, to be honest. Let's get to a couple of guys I know are going to surprise y'all. Deone Clark. We have a Deone Clark sighting as he's getting some love as he's been playing with his hair on fire. A lot of people believe that Matt Eberflus's scheme and the fact that Matt Eberflus is known as somewhat of a linebacker whisperer, a lot of people believe that that's benefiting Deone Clark probably the most out of anybody in that linebacker room right now between he and Maris Leofau. But let's take a look at this play right here by Deone Clark. Again, this one's courtesy of Patrick Walker. All right, so Deone Clark's number 18 right here, so he's going to be right here on your screen. All right, let's take a look. And let's take a look at the line as well, because the line is the guys that's keeping them all clean, keeping the linebackers clean, right? So Jay Toye, he's on that line over there, number 51. I'm guessing that's Perion Winfrey. I mean, and those guys did exactly what they were supposed to do. They did exactly what they were supposed to do as your two down linemen right there. Take a look. They eat those blocks up. They don't allow any holes to develop, and they kind of make the running back have to stretch that play out. Keep the offensive linemen off your second level. Keep them off your linebackers. And Deone Clark was able to essentially play that as free as he possibly could. So a great play by Deone Clark, but the D-line absolutely did their job right there, eating up those blocks and kind of keeping the line of scrimmage at bay, right? So like that. I really like that play. It is someone else who's been having a really good camp so far, at least the last couple of days at least. Andrew Booth, a.k.a. Ray Gunn Jr. Andrew Booth has been having a good camp showing. You can see here stride for stride with Jaylen Tolbert. Now, I don't know if this says a lot about Andrew Booth or if it says more about Jaylen Tolbert, because remember, Jaylen Tolbert is that guy, man. I'm looking at him, I'm like, I don't know. And these are the ones right here. This is Dak throwing him the ball. The ball could have been put out a little bit more in front of Jaylen Tolbert, so that way Andrew Booth didn't actually have a chance to make a play on the ball. If we look at it, boom. Yeah, the ball's a little bit underthrown, but Andrew Booth absolutely gets his hand in there. Jaylen Tolbert can't come up with the catch, and even if he did kind of try to put it over the top a little bit, it looks like number 28 was about to come right over the top. So that would have been probably a hospital ball had Dak tried to lead him a little bit. But Andrew Booth breaking up the play right there, and Nick Harris is reporting it's been a great day for Andrew Booth, not so much for Jaylen Tolbert. So Jaylen Tolbert has had a little bit of struggles today, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we've been talking about him. Jonathan Mingo, he's having a really good camp so far. Jaylen Tolbert has been having like a so-so camp. He's had a couple of plays here and there, but overall he's just been kind of average, not really standing out very much, right? And today he's kind of not having a great showing of it. Another player who's been impressive, Jaden Blue. Patrick Walker is saying Jaden Blue is equally impressive with the pads on, and he's telling everybody, calm y'all asses down, because people were saying when the pads come on, he looks different. He's absolutely been balling. So Jaden Blue still impressing people out there. First day of pads, he's had a good practice. And remember, Brian Schottenheimer said he just really likes the way the young man has approached it as a professional. So he's impressing guys in the building. He's impressing on the practice field. So look for Jaden Blue to make some noise on the depth chart for the running back room. But overall, first day of padded practice. Not too much going on. Not a lot of crazy highlights or crazy, camp notes or anything like that. But we did see some people whose names that we normally don't hear, Deone Clark and Andrew Booth, Tyler Gayton even. A lot of people criticize Tyler Gayton. We did hear these guys get some love today, so that was really, really good to see. And I don't want to just keep talking about George Pickens, CD. Obviously, those guys are practicing well. You're not going to hear George Pickens and CD and them kind of guys practicing badly too much. But I do also want to shine some light on guys that may be receiving a lot more criticism, from myself even. I know I've been down on Deone Clark and Andrew Booth, but they're going to show me more than just one good day of practice. Keep it up, fellas. Either way, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, be sure to subscribe so that way y'all can catch my thoughts on what Jerry and Steven had going on with Micah today. And I'll see you guys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Woo, oh, shut up, my boy, shut up. Hey, I'm still them boys.